What up, players? Today we're gonna talk about none other than the greatest fighter in the UFC, Nate Diaz. That's right. We're gonna talk about Nate and his trilogy with Conor. Is it gonna happen? Hopefully. Shit. Hey, we all need to see that fight. Hey, that trilogy. Nate's getting older already, bro. We gotta see it. Nate's getting older. Um, we don't want to see him fight Conor for that third fight when he's like, he look too old. You know what I mean? Like, he's not. He's still. He can still win at this age, but we don't want him to get a little too older. Where like it's like like we don't even want to see it that bad because we know Nate's a little older, so we should see his shit right now. Obviously right now they're in two different situations. Conor coming off a win against Donald Cerrone. Um, Obviously, it was a 40-second win. We didn't get to see too much Conor. But he got a quick finish, so everybody, he looked good. Nate didn't look too good. Well, let's say the doctor didn't look too good that night. I had Nate winning that fight. You know what I mean? I had him winning that fight somewhere in the 4th or 5th round. Maybe the 5th. We need that rematch. That's all I'm saying. We need that rematch. I feel like he needs it. He deserves it. But I was watching an interview with Conor's coach, and Conor's coach said, we would love to have that trilogy with Nate, but he's gonna have to get a win first. And not too many guys that I think that would that Nate could fight that would make sense for his style. We have the Masvidal rematch that would make sense. Maybe like if a Dan Hooker or Tony Ferguson went up in weight to welterweight. Tony's a little older. Maybe he shouldn't want to weight cut that much. He's 5'11", so he's not the smallest guy. He's able to make the welterweight, I'm pretty sure. Same for Dan Hooker, not a small guy. And he's fought, I think, at welterweight before, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so those would be two good fights. They would be pretty big fights. We saw the Dan Hooker fight against Poirier. We saw, Hooker looked pretty good out there. And we obviously know Tony. We know what he brings to the table. And they're both coming off of losses with Nate Diaz is too, so makes sense, And then a middleweight that I know would take the fight against Nate Diaz would be Kevin Holland. I think Kevin Holland would take that fight in a heartbeat, bro. I don't know if I would want to see that fight. Maybe I would, It's not a bad fight, to be honest, because I don't think Kevin Holland he's a striker. Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad fight at all. But I would rather see Nate rematch Masvidal. Or if Nate, if he doesn't fight nobody or he fights and loses, then we just gotta hope McGregor loses too. If he loses to Poirier and Nate doesn't fight, I think or if Nate loses, I think they fight. I think that would be the next fight. I think if Conor loses at lightweight, I think he goes down to 170 to fight to Nate, because Nate said he's not coming back to 155 anymore. So I think if McGregor loses, Nate's his next fight. Yeah. Hopefully he does, because that's one of the fights that we've been wanting for the longest. We know it's gonna be a 5-round war, unless Nate's able to submit him earlier. We gonna see a different Conor. He left, he came back. Is he gonna? If he loses to Poirier and then imagine he loses again to Nate, like back to back, that would be crazy, bro. That'll be crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's a war. That's one of the fights that's like, bro, how can you not want to see it? You know what I mean? Everybody will pay for that shit. I think they obviously have to wait for the fans to come back, but I think if they both get put in a position where it makes sense, like they're both coming off a loss or both coming off a win, I think it happens. I think it just needs to make sense, um, and they'll do it. You know, because I heard the way the Connor's coach was talking, he was like, "Yeah, they like that fight." You know, he didn't say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna win that fight." He just said, "We like that fight. You know, it's a fun fight." So obviously, Connor's coach is smoking something, cause I don't know about you guys, but I'm betting on my guy Nate, bro. Nate's gonna go crazy. You know, first Masvidal though. Masvidal, we trying to smoke your ass, boy. That's what we want. We want all smoke with Masvidal, bro. Cause they got cheated out that fight, and we all know it. You know what I mean? He got a little cut. Yeah, we know he got a little cut, but we all know he got cheated. And if you got a problem with that, leave it in the comments down below so I could just delete that shit right off. Alright? So don't even bother coming with that bush. Alright? If you gonna comment something in the comments, all I wanna see is NDA. That's all I wanna see. Nick Diaz Army, homie. Um but yeah, let me know what you got. Do you guys wanna see that fight, or you guys think the hype, kinda passed already, it's been too long? But if you think that, then you're tripping, homie. Cause I'm trying to see a 5-round war. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see a 5-round war. I'm trying to see who's bang it out, bro. Cause what was the last fight that's like a bang out fight like that? When I could think of it, I think of the Usman versus Kobe fight. I think of the recent fight we just had, the Figueiredo versus Moreno, which they didn't really do shit in the fifth round. Um, the Nate and fucking McGregor, them dudes is fucking swinging every fucking second of that fight. What other fight? That one girl fight that the Joanna versus Wei Lee. They were banging it out. But there's not too many wars like that. Like where it's like these dudes are just going at it like all fight long, literally no takedowns, no nothing. It's just war. You know what I mean? So let me know. Let me know if you guys want to see that fight, or if y'all don't really not interested. But that's about it for today. Subscribe to your boy. Peace.